SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen standard on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist, take your pick. The choice is yours. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. We go to Weaubleau High School, home of the Tigers, and head baseball coach Calab Kauffman. Coach Kauffman, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Coach, 18-6 on the season. Kind of put a bow on the season for the Tigers.
Yes, sir.
So how's from your impression, how's the season gone?
I couldn't be more happier. Season we started off, we had a late start to the season. Well, I say that all my baseball guys, we play basketball, so right before our first game, we had about 5 days of practice. Our basketball team went on to play in the state championship against Hartville. So, but we started the year off better than I anticipated. Just wasn't quite sure how only 4 days of practice was going to play an effect for us. But, we started off hot and just kind of hit the ground running from there.
Yeah, before we go back to your sectional game, let's talk a little bit about that district tournament. You get 3 wins there, but in combined, win by 6 runs. You had an extra inning game with Skyline in the first round, and you draw a good Morrisville team before you get Lincoln. Kind of take us through that district run.
Yeah, we were seeded 4 in that district. It's kind of tough. We had only played one district opponent before the seed meeting, and it's hard to see districts when you haven't seen everybody else. So we were able to get the 4 seed. I thought we deserved a little higher, but nothing you could do about it. But kind of knew we were going to play first round. I anticipated it being Skyline, and it ended up being Skyline. We played them the Wheatland tournament a couple weeks earlier, ended up beating them. And so I had some information, but just going into that district, I made sure to tell my guys, this is districts. Like anything could happen. Skyline, they will be a tough team. They are playing a lot better baseball than what they had been playing. And I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I had a feeling who I knew they were going to throw. They're going to throw the Mashburn kid, and he threw really well against us. We struggled to get anything going offensively. And then we finally found a way in the bottom of the 9th inning when Dawson Stewart hit a game-winning single, so walk-off single. Then we're going to be matched up against Morrisville. We had played them on May 7th, and it was kind of a bullpen game, but we were able to get our first victory against them in school history in the spring season. So it was, I think, right there when we were able to beat them going into districts, that kind of set a fire for us and gave us a lot of momentum. But then in districts semifinals, we faced Jacob Presley, who is probably one of the best pitchers in Class 2. He's really good. We had a good game plan, and we struggled to get anything going offensively. But then it was in the 6th inning when our 9-hole led off with a triple, and then my leadoff guy, who has been awesome for me this year, hit a gapper and ended up getting an inside the park home run. And then from there, we were able to get another run in the top of the 7th and secure the victory. And then now district championship, playing against Lincoln, which they are a very tough team. I knew they were going to be a very tough team. They swing it really well, and they are solid defensively. And I threw Zach Brown in the district championship, and he threw well. He threw 6 in the third, gave it everything he had, and then I was able to bring Lambeth in to close the game, and that secured our victory. One thing I forgot to mention is we were down 4-3 going into the top of the 7th in that district championship game, and with 1 out. So, and then my leadoff, Clayton Jennings, led off with a single, and then it sparks from there. We were able to score 6 runs and go up 9-4, and we ended up winning 9-6. So, and another thing I forgot to mention, sorry, Clayton Jennings, he threw a heck of a ball game against Morrisville in the district semifinals. So I wanted to go back and mention his name because he threw a phenomenal game. But yeah, it was one of the toughest districts I've ever been a part of, and I knew my guys were up for the challenge. They know how to win big games, and makes my job a lot easier.
Now you've got Archie today at Archie. Weather permitting, of course. I know this area in southwest Missouri has gotten a little bit of rain. Don't know what's going on in northern Missouri, where Archie is, or north central Missouri. I'm not really even sure where Archie is, but I know it's north of here. What's the game time tonight, and what's the situation for tonight's game?
Game time is at 5:30. They're a very solid team too. They're playing their best baseball right now. We played them our 3rd game of the season, and we ended up winning 7-1. But they're playing better baseball now, and we're playing better baseball. So it's going to be another dogfight for sure. And I like to say keep things simple, but we just got to throw strikes, make plays, and swing the bats well. So that's our game plan for tonight.
As far as on the mound, is everybody available with it being 5 days since you've played?
Yes, everybody is available.
And going into this, are you relatively healthy?
Yeah, we're relatively healthy. We took a hit this year with Gunnar Freeman. He's our lefty. He threw last year in the district championship against Appleton City. Then he's struggled with arm injuries. So he's been our DH ever since the middle part of the year. But he's done a phenomenal job as a DH, and swinging the bat well. And then we've had to reposition some guys, and I had to bring one of my outfielders in to play first, and he's done a phenomenal job. And I had to put Bryce Caulfield in right field, who is normally our backup second baseman, and he's done a phenomenal job. So it's just, these boys are very coachable, so it makes my job a lot easier.
Do you find it with the basketball run that they went on, the postseason run, that experience of going through postseason basketball, is that something you feel like is going to help you with postseason baseball?
100%. Like I said, with these guys, they know how to win big games. Going back, Dawson Stewart hit that game-winning shot off the inbound play to send us to the Final Four. And then I knew once he was up, when we were playing Skyline in the bottom of the ninth, and we had a runner on third, like I almost just want to say, all right, let's take us home, just so we can advance. And then he was able to get that hit, and we won. So it's like big moments like that just builds momentum, especially going into the Final Four in basketball. Like I said, it just builds momentum, and it just creates that mindset of, all right, let's go do this. Let's find a way to win, whatever it takes. And winning is enough for these guys.
All right. Outstanding. Well, Coach, again, Calab Kauffman, head baseball coach at Weaubleau High School, as they prepare for their sectional game against Archie tonight at 5:30 p.m. in Archie. Coach Kauffman, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.
You bet. You're watching and listening to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol and Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe.